Hey, what's good everyone? Welcome to the first ever entry into the Bucks Film Room Dictionary. The use of NBA film on social media is more prevalent than ever before, and with that comes terms like SLOB, ATO, flex cut, screens, and all these other words that can sound made up. To help you better understand and keep up with the vocabulary, I will break down the critical definitions and terms you should know, especially when it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks. The goal is to help you become a smarter basketball fan and understand the game at a higher level. I will release a new term every Sunday, and as we build up that database, I want to hear from you, so please feel free to comment in the section below about what words and terms you want to see defined as the series goes on. The format will be simple. We'll start with the term and a quick short explanation or definition, and then we'll jump into a more detailed explanation using videos to diagram and show up exactly what we're talking about and to slow down the action. Then we'll conclude with, why does this matter to you? Why should you know this term? Without further ado, let's jump right into our first entry. The sideline out of bounds play, also known as a SLOB, occurs after a foul or timeout is used to advance the ball. It's comprised of one offensive player inbounding the basketball from the sideline and the four additional players executing a play to generate potential scoring opportunities for their team. Alright, we are here in the Bucks Film Room Lab, and we're going to take a look at this first sideline out of bounds play. So, way up here at the top of our screen, Grayson Allen is taking the ball, sidelines out of bounds. That's where the SLOB gets its name from. He's going to pass it to Jrue Holiday, who's going to come off a ball screen here from Brook Lopez and dribble this way. Wes Matthews, he's not going to do much in this play, but his position will be important later. He's going to come to the corner. So we're going to play it just from there to see what happens. This is something that's going to set the Bucks up here later in the game. So I just want to show you guys what a sideline out of bounds play looks like. The purpose is to set them up in an advantageous scoring position, which I think they don't do in this play particularly, but they will here at the very next play after this. So let's run this so you can see, here we go, Jrue coming off that ball screen, Wes Matthews is vacating to the corner, and then Bobby Portis is going to come up and set another screen, and Brook Lopez is going to come over here and do a little two-man action off ball with Grayson Allen. So here comes Jrue. Jrue gets this screen from Portis. Wes Matthews is in the corner. It gets ugly from here, but this is just really setting the tempo, and I think is a really good way to show us exactly how Budenholzer likes to build off of his sideline out of bounds plays as the game goes on. So we'll just finish this before we call it a wrap and move on to the next play. Nasty looking. Here's the second variation of the play that we're going to look at. So Javon Carter inbounding the ball to Jrue Holiday right here. Grayson Allen is going to fill the Wes Matthews role, and he's going to come off a screen. So this time Giannis is going to set a pick there, and Allen is going to come off the screen, and he's going to do a little bit of a curl up here. Brook Lopez is going to set that ball screen like usual. So Jrue Holiday, what he's going to do is he's going to read the defense to see what is there and what is open, and how this plays out. So we're going to run this here a little bit. You can see the ball screen by Brook Lopez at the top. You can see Grayson Allen starting to set up his man here. So Allen's going to come off the screen, remember, from Giannis. Jrue is going to read this to see who is open. So as Allen's coming off, you can see his man gets caught way behind here. Jrue almost gets a little bit too close. You see Drew's kind of creeping in on Allen's territory. So he hits the brakes there to allow Allen to come off. Allen could take this right here. He's got a lot of space. He's got a lot of movement. He instead opts for a little ball fake, attacks off the dribble. He gets fouled here, but he almost yams it down on Mitchell Robinson. This would have been a huge play. That would have been amazing to see. Whew. Here's a third iteration of a sidelines out of bounds play. It's the same type of series that we've looked at the first couple of times. It appears Budenholzer really likes these, and so it's cool to see the progression. We have Wes Matthews taking the ball out of bounds there. Jrue Holiday playing his typical role. We have a couple of different roles this time, however. Bobby Portis is up here. He's going to set that screen for Holiday coming off. George Hill is in the Grayson Allen role this time. Giannis is still going to set the screen. Hill's still going to come off. This time we're going to have some different action though, so we're going to run it through. And then what I want you to do is keep your eye on Bobby Portis and Wes Matthews on the weak side. So let's run this bit here. You see Jrue Holiday get the pass. He comes off. He comes off of that. You see George Hill, he's open. So this is a read that Allen can make. What he's going to do, however, is read Giannis's defender. We'll see this here in the next play as well. So he's going to read his defender. And what's going to happen is Bobby Portis is going to have some off-ball action with Wes Matthews. He's going to set a screen. Wes Matthews is going to come off it. Portis is going to flare to the weak side corner. So that keeps those defenders occupied. And what's going to happen is Drew's going to get down the lane here, and he gets fouled. This doesn't count. He gets fouled here, but ultimately you can see Portis then flaring to this corner over here and creating an outlet pass for Holiday to make. So that's another option that Milwaukee has. So here's yet another variation of that same inbounds play, that same sidelines out of bounds play. And this time it's against the Lakers on Friday night. So here we are in a different game. Bucks are still using the same set of options. Remember, it's just a set of options that Milwaukee is running. So Chris Middleton is taking the ball out. He's going to hit Drew Holiday with the same pass. Grayson Allen's in his spot. He's going to come off that screen from Giannis, and Brook Lopez is going to set the ball screen. The person to watch here is going to be Anthony Davis, who is guarding Giannis. That's who Holiday is reading the whole time, and depending on what AD does is how Holiday is going to react. So let's run this here a bit. You can see him coming off the play. There's the screen down here. This is a really good ball screen from Brook Lopez this time, and so he's really going to get a good body on Drew's man, and Drew's going to come off reading. You can see Anthony Davis here. He has his back to Drew. Drew sees that there's a potential opening, and Holiday is going to call his own number, and he's going to attack the basket. It's a really nice finish in traffic here by Drew. SLOBs are used multiple times a game, and the best teams maximize their use by turning them into good scoring opportunities. Milwaukee's operates much like an RPO in football. They have a basic set of actions they run, but read the defense's reactions to determine what their next step is. These plays are also utilized in end-of-game scenarios when timeouts are used to advance the ball just past half court. Every team likes to run some sets in these situations, so keep your eye out for them in the future. Well, thanks for tuning in to the first entry into the Bucks Film Room Dictionary. Please comment below with terms you would like to see defined in the future, and I'll catch you next time.